enormous what's happening. Let's get people up to speed. There's a prison, there's a governor, there's a baby inside you.
Yeah, it's important to say those in the proper order.
Yeah, there's a prison, there's
not a governor inside you.
How's the pregnancy thing been, shooting that?
It's funny, there's a lot I'm not supposed to say, but I think people know that we're moving ahead in time a little bit between season 2 and 3. So there's a belly, and it's a prosthetic piece that, the K&B guys did, all the guys who do zombie makeup.
Right.
I cannot put it on without getting hungry.
What is it? How do you put it on? You just tie on the back, or is it something you step into?
It's like a swimsuit with a pooch attached to it, and some stuff up top, too, so that it balances out.
And you can't get into it alone?
I started by needing help, and then I couldn't get down with the, I need to use the bathroom, will somebody come with me? I couldn't get down with it, so I figured out how to do it myself.
This place could be a gold mine. We're dangerously low on ammo. We run out before we make a dent.
That's why we have to go in there. Hand to hand.
Can't see him. Can you see him? Back there.
Disdain that seems to be there from Rick. All of a sudden, he's really cold towards your character. And I'm wondering what that's all about. It's almost like he believes he wants nothing to do with what potentially could be his kid.
Yeah, I think a bomb kind of went off between Rick and Lori at the end of the second season. Not because he killed Shane, but because he said he wanted to. And so I think something really good happened, which was Lori said to her husband, somebody's going to try to kill you. Watch your back. The guy tried to kill him. He watched his back, killed the guy. Fantastic. That all went well. And then he told me about it, and he said, the thing is, I wanted him dead. I wanted to kill him. And I think she's afraid that in the act of killing Shane, he kind of becomes him. And so instead of putting my arms around him and saying, you're a good man, you did a good thing, I love you, I just sort of went, and it just set them on this big drift.
I appreciate everything you're doing, and we all do. But it's been a tough march, and they're exhausted. Can we just enjoy this for a few days?
Maybe we'll be here in a few days. There's no time for a picnic.
No, it's time to get the house in order.
There's so much mythology to the show. Is it hard for you to keep track as an actress? Do you want to keep track of Lori's intentions and you're reciting moments from season 2 and pages, and then there's this whole process following this comic, and this is a heavy emotional investment for you as an actor.
It is. It is. But it's kind of why I do what I do. If I wanted to be a lawyer, I'd be a lawyer. I wouldn't get a lawyer show. So
right.
I think
you like that part of it, the weightiness, the heaviness of it.
I love it because I get to work with such amazing actors. Andy Lincoln and John Bernthal are two of the best actors I've ever worked with. They're phenomenal. So it becomes play. First season we would learn our lines and rehearse a bunch and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and now we just go, let's just show up and mess around with it a little bit. And it's fun. It hurts, but it's fun. And then just at the point where you go, I can't shed another tear, I'm totally overloaded, they just hand you a revolver and put you with some zombies. And you get to blow it too.
Right. In reading about you and this part for Lori early on, this was blood and guts all over the page, and you weren't exactly a fan of the horror genre.
I'm not a genre fan, just because I'm a chicken. I don't look down my nose at it, it just scares the little crap out of me, and I don't like to be scared. And so, they called me and they said, well, we've got this zombie show. And I was like, I'm not your girl. I'm not your girl. And then they said Frank Darabont, and I was like, wait, the Shawshank guy? The Green Mile guy?
Right.
And I read a pilot of one of the greatest. It was one of the greatest pilot scripts I've ever read. There's so much silence and there's so much. He trusts the audience.
Right.
And then you put Gail Ann Hurd on top of that. Lori's a tricky role, and there are a lot of traps in it, and there are a lot of people that hate her, and it's complicated to play a mother who's also a sexual character, and there's a lot to it. And I know Gail Ann Hurd has created some of the most iconic, strong women of our time. And so yes, she's going to take good care of you, and she's going to make sure this is done right.
You grew up in Hawaii.
I did.
Were you beach kid? I don't want to assume the stereotypes.
I spent a lot of time in the mountains.
Okay.
I grew up in Manoa Valley, which is kind of rainforesty, so I spent a lot of time hiking and I was in plays.
Party
and
family
that
or
kind of thing.
plays?
Yeah, I mean, my mom teaches English literature, which is Shakespeare,
Uh-huh.
and so there was always a lot of theater in our
Uh-huh.
lives. And I may well, at a certain point, just haul off and go back and try and get a teaching position at university.
You still look at your own career that way.
I'm constantly thinking, well, if I had to go back to bartending, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I think the same
it
thing.
feels.
I think that they might figure me out eventually.
We're going to be back there in 2 months. A friend of mine's opening a restaurant actually in Atlanta. With all seriousness, I was like, so if they come in
Yeah,
on
right.
the show,
Seriously, right.
can I come wait tables for you? He was
Just like 6 months?
Sure.
So thank you so much.
Such a pleasure. Always
Nice
good
to
to
see
see
you.
you.
Always good to see you too. That was Sarah Wayne Callies. Thank you to Sarah. She's lovely. The Walking Dead premieres this Sunday, October 14th at 9, 8 Central on AMC if you're a fan. The first episode, season 3, is insane. All right, up next, our spotlight to writer and editor Joshua Behrman.